we're going to talk about another story from it's watchdog.org, where the labor union representatives in, let me see, where was it? I want to make sure I'm saying it right.
It's Phoenix.
Phoenix, yes, are saying that, of course, they're going to have to break some eggs to make an omelet, that obviously $15 minimum wage is going to lose some people their jobs, but the work still needs to get done. People will still pay. The thinking is people, governments, people, regular customers will still pay to get things done based on that. And it's the same mindset. It's the same thinking, because what happens here is by increasing the minimum wage, what labor unions do is they tie their contracts to a factor of the minimum wage. So everybody gonna get a raise in the unions if they fight for this, but they can't be fired. And so you have small businesses, mom and pop restaurants, say, that can't afford to pay their workers $15 an hour, and their stores are going to close. McDonald's will shift and change and adapt with technology that the mom and pop restaurants can't do. And so McDonald's will still be making burgers. You're going to subsidize McDonald's with this kind of thing and keep them in business while you're driving mom and pop businesses out left and right. And that's what nobody talks about in terms of this kind of attack with the minimum wage laws they want to increase.
And oh, by the way, your burgers are going to cost a lot more. It's awful in every conceivable way.
I just have to wonder who would want to join a union when they expressly say, hey, people are going to lose their jobs because of this. Oh, yeah, it's okay. People are going to lose their jobs over this. But it's business as usual, and those people, they probably didn't need it anyway. It's fine. We'll just continue going on as usual, business as usual. But screw you, little guy who is new into the business. You haven't paid your dues enough yet. So when we get around to it, we'll throw you a bone. But you have to wait in line first, and that's cool. Deal with it.
Isn't that a great pitch if you don't have anything else to offer as a union anymore to keep your numbers up? Is to say, well, you don't get a union, you don't join the union, you're not going to be able to get a job because we're going to put everybody else out of business.
I don't know. I mean, to me, I think it's pretty limiting on everyone there. It seems a little bit obnoxious to me. It would not make me. But then again, I'm a conservative. I don't know. Maybe that's different for me. Maybe I'm seeing it through red tinted glasses. But it just doesn't seem like an incentive to me at all. It sounds like something that I would be upset. It's extortion. That's all it is. And I don't think that people like being extorted. I don't think that they like having to pay a protection racket in order to get a job. It just, to me, that's not something that I think is attractive to people, and it certainly would make me want to campaign against this sort of stuff.
But again, the public wants a higher minimum wage. Poll after poll after poll says that, and even conservatives, quote unquote, want a higher minimum wage because it sounds good and it feels good, and the negative repercussions are separated from it. The benefit is direct. Your paycheck increases. The cost is indirect. Somewhere later down the line, the company doesn't hire somebody. Well, who cares? I can't tie that directly to my higher paycheck. And so how do we win these kinds of arguments where we're arguing against a living wage and everyone deserves a living wage?
I just tell people, as minimum wage has gone up, have you seen the employment rate for young people? It's at catastrophically low rates. We also have the lowest labor participation rate in 35 years. So let me ask you this. Just how expensive do you want to make it for people to hire you?
By enforcing immigration laws and by enforcing these health codes and labor laws that we already have on the books, we are preventing the exploitation of people in this manner, people who are forced to work for nothing or for $30 a day maximum or something like this. And the exploitation angle is something I don't think conservatives use enough.